Drive through with Dan. Wanted to talk about 720 leadership assessments, and what we've seen out there in the industry on these leadership assessments is there's a lot of assessments done, but when we hear about how they're coached or delivered, there doesn't appear to be a clarity of what actions the leaders are going to take. And the reason we've started calling ours 720s instead of 360s is I think the feedback from the 360 gives a good overall perspective of how people are viewing the leader. And in some of these, it's just all the data is lumped together. In other cases, it's broken out between bosses, people above them, peers, and then those below them. Sometimes we'll add a friends and family category, which gets kind of interesting. But regardless of the structure of it, what we find is that there's got to be coaching with this. I think there has to be a choice made about what action, when I get that feedback on the 360 as a leader, what action am I going to take? I've got to mark it and explain what action I'm going to take to my team, and then I've got to get feedback from them on a regular basis, and it helps a lot if you've got a coach or a separate coach coaching that. So that's why we started calling it 720, because we're finding, actually years ago we found that too many 360s were data, but there was no action, no upward mobility, and what we found is the best way to get increased scores and results, better, stronger leadership, to get a better connection and relationship between the people, is there's got to be a coaching element to this thing on a regular basis. And we'll do some of these resurvey at 3-6 months. Sometimes we'll even extend that to 9 and 12 months. But we highly recommend this. It's a very, very good approach. It's a very high value, partly because it's anonymous feedback, but more importantly, if you've got this action plan going on, it's not only developing the capability of the leader, but it's developing the people that are giving them feedback. It strengthens the relationship of the team with the leader. So there's a lot of byproduct from this that is incredibly powerful. So we very much recommend that. If you've done 360s before or leadership assessments and not really got much out of them, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about them, because I think there's a few simple things that can be done. We've also got a scorecard called the Leadership Challenge. My email is dhadley@appliedvisionworks.com. Would love to hear from you on your experience. If you haven't tried these, it's a great thing to try, and they're not difficult to do. They don't take a lot of time, but incredibly powerful. And as part of an overall leadership development program, highly recommend that as a tool. Thank you.